ready.
Hello and what is up guys, my name is PixelPolish and welcome back to Neverwinter Nights 2 playthrough. A long overdue part 11. I don't even want to talk about how long has it been between the last video and this one. But since I am returning to, maintaining my channel, making new videos, etc. I definitely wanted to continue this series because this game is quite awesome and I want to see how it all ends up. So, last time, we have forgotten about the children that we were supposed to find for the heartbroken parents in the little village, town, or whatever you call it, of Highcliff. And this time, we're gonna do this properly, even though everybody is hanging in the back for some reason, but that's okay, as long as they actually do some decent damage. And I know exactly where to look for the kids, but last time, in all the excitement of fighting the undead, the lizard men fighting for their lives, etc, etc, I totally forgot about those poor little buggers. So let's deal with the wolves on our way up. I also, thankfully, have managed to sort out my graphical settings. Because as I've said way before, while I started this this video series, that even though the game is old and should be running absolutely smoothly and perfectly on any today's gear, some settings are not super well optimized, and that showed even on my proper gaming PC. But yeah, I have figured out how to set them up a little better. So without losing almost any quality, we are now maintaining stable, smooth and fluid 60 FPS, so that's awesome. But yeah guys, I'm sorry for that very long hiatus. It was, what can I say, life happened. But I'm back at full force. Well, maybe not full force just yet, I still have to figure out my schedule and stuff. But I definitely wanted to continue this particular series because it's just too much fun. Also figured out some of my mistakes that I've done in the meantime while playing this game. Which would end up very badly for my character, because I would not be able to progress any further as a druid, and that would be horrible. Why do they insist on sticking behind? But you know what, that's actually okay, why not? I will have to figure out the AI settings.
Hi there.
Thanks, stranger, for helping us. Yes, you stupid kids. What were you two thinking coming in here by yourselves? You're not my parents, you can't lecture us. Doesn't matter. And I'm gonna tell him that your parents sent me to find you. Why are the two of you out there? It was my fault. Dad was telling us stories about someone he met in the mirror, and how he fought off 1,000 lizardmen and evil dwarves and stuff. Yeah, like that happened. It didn't sound all that hard, so Alex and I came out here to look out for some, so we could fight them too. Okay, so we basically know what's going on here. Somebody's telling them tall tales, and they took them to heart a little bit too much. And you thought you'd fight them with those toy swords? They aren't toys. It would hurt when Alex hit me with this. Yeah, I don't think you fully understand, boy. I don't think you fully understand how that works. Okay, I'm gonna be a little mean to them. I'm leaving now. You can stay here if you want. I'm sure the wolves will love that. You're mean. Yeah, I know. Okay, never mind. We found the kids, that's what's important. So that quest is crossed off our list. Okay, you handled this quite well. Have you children of your own? Not that I know of. Ah, that's life, eh? A whole clan of grandkids sitting on your lap while you fill their empty heads with tales of adventure. Yes, this is exactly what happened here, and almost ended horribly. Are you serious? Bah! On the off chance I get tired of cracking skulls, I need to find a comely dwarven wench and make me a whole clan of iron fists. Well, you do whatever you do. Nishka is good. I really don't want to hear this, especially anything about comely dwarven wenches. So says the girl with horns and a tail. Don't be judging dwarven women too harshly. What they lack in stature, they make up for in spirit. Yeah, I'm sure of that. Especially if they are bearded. Well, judging from what I've seen, I believe that our noble leader will make an excellent parent. Are you kidding me? No, I'm gonna say I'll worry about being a parent only if I have to. There we go. We should be moving on. Yep. That is exactly what we should be doing right now. So yeah, we have solved the case of the missing children. There's one more thing that I was wondering in one of the previous parts, probably part 10, because I have found an item that is called Mozach's back pay. So now I actually know that I should have picked up a quest in the village, but it doesn't really matter. I can do it in any order. Picking up the quest before finding the back pay was not absolutely necessary. We will still get a reward and everything like that. So it's okay. Okay guys, let's head back to High Cliff. There is nothing else for us to do in here. Oh, and in the meantime, I have installed an SSD drive for my games, so as you can see, if you were following my previous parts of this playthrough, the loading times are much better. Oh, wait. I would forget about the guy yet again. So this is Mozach. I don't know how to pronounce that exactly. So he will give us the quest now. So, you're new arrivals, I've heard about you. You're adventurous, I take it. What makes you think so? You have the look about you. Grace, power, confidence, hero qualities, you know? Freaking bootlicker. But enough of that. I was wondering if you would mind helping me out with a small problem. Okay, maybe if there's a reward involved. We can arrange something. Does this mean you'll help me? I'm not making any promises. I'm gonna play dumb for a second. I'm not making any promises, but let's hear the problem first. I mean, technically, if I was an actual character in the game, in this story, and found a sack of gold, I actually would have no idea that this is theoretically his. So playing dumb is actually in character, kinda. Okay, I'm not making any promises. I was hired by a group of adventurers to show them the area around Highcliff, help them get their bearings, as it were. It was a bit dangerous, but they offered more gold than I'd seen as seasons working in the field. I'd have been stupid to say no. Okay. So, I hope you were paid in advance? My employers only paid me half of what they owed me before they went off to explore some ruined castle north of here. They promised the rest when they got back. Okay. That was over a week ago. Since you're adventurers too, I was hoping you might be willing to go out and find them for me. And what shall we do now? Okay, you know what? He already got half the money. So that's more than he could get for 6 months work, you know, or in the fields or something. So I'm gonna play it a bit dumb even more. Okay, actually, I have already found them. Oh, are they alright? Do they have my money? And this is part of my new strategy that I will explain in a second. Excuse me. I'm gonna lie through my teeth. Your employers are dead. Oh shit. Sorry about that. Not sure what that was. Okay. Your employers are dead, and whatever killed them looted them as well. Your money's gone. So this is only, you know, half a lie, because they are dead. Or rather, undead, and I killed them in the previous episode. And of course I found the money, but you know what? I could use the money. But that's not everything, you see? Your actions have shifted your alignment 1 point toward chaotic. And the reason... Okay, well, thanks, blah blah blah. Yeah, that's it. That's it for this guy. The reason I'm doing that, I was too much of a goody two-shoes. I watched some of the you know, episodes before I went back and played the game again. Actually, I decided to play it through all over again because just watching the videos was not enough, and I experimented with a different character build. But that's not what important. The important part is, I'm a druid. I need to stay neutral. I have selected chaotic neutral alignment at the beginning of the game. And I have noticed, and I confirmed that actually by reading some articles, that this particular campaign in the game is very, very difficult to play as a neutral character because it pigeonholes you into being actually lawful good. So everything you do, even when it's not entirely, you know, like a goody two-shoes kind of thing, it still pushes you into that direction because you simply have to do some of those things to even progress. So from this point on, I will have to be a little bit more of a jackass every now and then. Maybe even more now than possibly later on in the game, because this value, 65, which is responsible for my neutral stance, got way out of hand. It should be around 50. It's 65. 5 more points and I'm gonna turn good. And once I'm gonna turn good, I'm not gonna be able to be a druid anymore. So that would suck monkey farts. That's why from this point on we're gonna be way more chaotic and way more evil? Kinda? Evilish? Well, not evil to be per se, but you know, I'm gonna demand money and more money. I'm not doing this out of the goodness of my heart. If I'm gonna save someone or do something meaningful, I want to see the bling blings. Okay, but let's go to Junie. So this is another character that we've met before. I was searching for her husband, and I promised her husband to tell her that he died because he wanted to get away from her. I don't see William with you. Have you not found him yet? And I'm gonna be... well, not necessarily a dick, actually. Maybe that's a sensible thing to do. I'm gonna break the promise and tell her that William is alive, but he refuses to come back. He was running away from you. There we go. Your actions have shifted your alignment 1 point toward chaotic again. Awesome. This is exactly what we needed. And I believe in the end this is for the best for those two, you know. They should sort out their troubles like grown-ups and not running away from home. Okay, so running from me, the man has responsibilities. He cannot just walk away from them. Well, I'm sorry that you had to find out from me. Where is he? Where is the coward? To think that I was so worried about his well-being. I don't think he wants to be found. Oh, I'll find him. Nothing in old Faerun can keep him hidden from me forever. Okay, that works for me. Here, take this. 200 GP, golden pieces, nice. I think that you've told me is worth the gold. I'll be beating the money out of William's hide when I find him. Okay, I'm hoping that there will be no domestic violence in the end. Now, if you excuse me, I have a wayward husband to catch. Poor William, even if he made a run for Icewind Dale, I still wouldn't be far enough. It still wouldn't be far enough. Anyway, what reward did we get? Can I see? We got monies, that's all that matters. Old William got what was coming to him. Well, the dwarf is kind of right in here. I wouldn't catch some dwarf husbands scuttling off like that, hiding from his wife. Sometimes it's for the better, but, you know, who knows, we don't know the whole story. It wouldn't have been best if William had simply had the courage to tell her on his own. Exactly. If you love someone, you tell them your feelings. If not, you still owe them the same courtesy. Exactly. Exactly. But yeah, okay. So that's another quest completed. Reward has been reaped. Experience as well. Let's deal with the parents of those pesky kids. Pesky kids. Oh, not so much pesky as a little bit dumb, as kids usually are. Okay, Gira, or Gera. Thank you so much for finding the boys, and you just returned home. Zach and I owe you so much. Oh, yes you do. I killed like 30 wolves on my way in there. Yes, again, you've shown me the meaning of courage. Ill matter, bless you. Oh, this bastard is so stupid. Okay, I hope there's a reward for this, I hope. There we go. Without question. For what you have done, Gera and I owe you the lives of our entire family. True that, I saved those two before as well. And you shall be raised to have the same honor and character that you possess. He will learn from your deeds. And I'm gonna stop him here. No, don't do that. That's how this started in the first place. I don't understand. What do you mean by that? From talking to your children, it sounds as you've been telling them tall tales. And Gera's getting angry here, and just what have you been telling him, Zakan? This is rather embarrassing. I want my son to grow up to be with the courage that I lack. I was hoping that he'd find that he'd find you a role model. No, don't do that, Zakan, you fool. Do you truly believe that of yourself? The two of you are going to need to... The two of us are going to need to have a talk. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, I can't read. Whatever. Okay, so... it's quite alright. If you're going to tell them stories... Okay, it's quite alright. It's quite alright then. Yes, I see that now. I'll be more prudent with my tales in the future. Yeah, you do that. And now, please accept this gift from the two of us. We are forever in your debt. And I'm gonna be a bit of a dickhead, but I kinda have to. Because normally I would say thank you, that's generous. Definitely not. I would not turn down the reward. But I want more than just an amulet. The amulet was handed down to my father, and from my father to myself. It has not seen any use for 3 generations now. I entrust it to you. Okay, glad to know. Gera and I can also pay you some gold. We were saving the money for a new horse to plow the fields, but the money is nothing next to the safety of our son. That is true. And also, trust me, dude, this is a long time investment because I'm the hero of this game. And I'm gonna be saving the world pretty soon. So if I wouldn't do that, there would be no horses or fields. You would probably be all dead. So you're making a smart choice in here. Trust me, I'm a druid. We won't take more of your time, blah blah. You will be forever in my prayers. Okay, thank you. And that was enough to level up. Awesome. My alignment shifted probably in here as well. Let's double check. Yep, 3 points toward evil. It sounds bad, but it's actually great. Because that pushed me down to 62, and I want to get all the way back to 50-ish. Or something like that. So, we are on our right track, I would say. For now, because I know that turning in this finishing quest, which is, as I've said before, absolutely necessary to progress the story, will push me back into the good side. And also lawful, so if I didn't do all that, you know, a little bit of being a jerk and demanding more cash, etc, etc, after this quest I would become good and I would be unable to proceed as a druid. Okay, the lizard folk have a deal they want to make with you. You cannot trust those beasts, they have just enough intelligence to avoid killing their own young, okay. But I will listen, what do they want? They have agreed to leave Highcliff alone if the village agrees not to trespass in their territory. How do we know that our village was so close to... how were we to know that our village was so close to the lair? Surely it would be easier if they were to find another home along the coast? The thought of the Lizardman clan living so close to our village, I don't like this. Okay, so make this deal and your troubles will be over. Are you willing to guarantee this? Okay, I'm not gonna read all of this. I'll try to use diplomacy. I don't think I can pull this off. Failure. Okay, never mind. Okay, you are no better than the lizard folk if you insist on holding your prejudices. I suppose you're right. Yes, I know, I am. Very well, I agree to the bargain against my better judgment. I just hope I've made the correct decision. Okay. Thank you. Now then, have a ship. If we're done here, I'll make the leave now and head to Neverwinter. I think I deserve... oh, there we go. I think I deserve a little something extra for all this work. But this doesn't trigger any alignment changes, I see. Of course, I shall ensure that every man we can spare will help with repairs to the Double Eagle. Okay, so this is the help that I have gotten, okay. Should be good enough. Oh, hello again. Thank you again for bringing Andrew safely home. We're keeping him a close eye from now on. Okay, good, good. It's all fine and dandy. Okay, is there anything other that I was supposed to do in the village? Probably not. I could maybe go and sell some loot, although it seems like actually my packs are...
Get in line. Follow me.
Pretty sorted out, so I don't think that I have to. And let's see, yeah, let's examine the Zakan's amulet. Oh, nice, nice, enchanted bonus, enhancement bonus, constitution +1, improved saving throws, will +1. That's actually pretty good. I'm wearing vitality, only constitution +2. So I'm gonna give this to someone, there we go, I'm gonna give it to my dedicated warrior. He could use the saving throws and a little bit more health, why the hell not? And also, I'm going to level up all of my team.
Yes?
It's about time. So, phew, we can still be a druid, which is great. And what do I want? I want concentration, that's for sure. A little bit of heal will not hurt. Let's see what they will recommend, actually. You know what? Cancel, because maybe I have actually messed up the recommendations by adding the points myself. Okay, recommend. So concentration 10, that's good. Heal didn't move, okay. Listen 7, lore still 0. No spellcraft, survival 10, spot 9. You know what? This is not what I would choose maybe, but I'm gonna go with it. There we go.
Follow me.
Now I'm gonna recommend everything for the rest of the team.
Yes.
I wasn't planning any custom builds on those guys, so
Yes.
I'm gonna rely on the game, and so far it was not failing me that much. Okay, so we are now level 7, 6, 7 and 7. Okay, so Mishka is a little bit behind.
Yes.
Hopefully not for long. Alrighty then. So that was okay. I guess I'm gonna save the game. LP12. Just because that's gonna be the save game that I'm gonna use in the next part of this playthrough. And let's move on, because I guess there's nothing more for me to do in here. Let's finally venture to the legendary city of Neverwinter. Ah, there you are. We took up a collection here in the village and have a surprise for you. Oh, okay. There's enough there to pay for your passage to Neverwinter. It's not a lot, but you've done so much that we had to find some way to show our appreciation. Alright. I'd also like you to have this armor. Oh, that's nice, that will be good. It has been in our village for generations and hasn't seen much action. I thought you might be able to put it to a better use. I'm sure that I will, if it's not a piece of junk. I'm gonna be a dick yet again. This is the best you could do? Boom. I'm afraid so. Okay, what ifs. What ifs. Okay. Humble rewards from a grateful village. Thank you again, blah blah blah. Okay, we know all the spiel. But before I'm gonna go to Neverwinter, let me just quickly check that armor and what happened with my alignment. Why is it scrolling so slow? Come on, show me. Oh, there we go. That's faster. Yeah, 3 points towards evil. So I have managed to balance out my good deed with an evil, quote-unquote evil, because let's be honest, that wasn't evil. So I have balanced out the deeds, so at least I'm not losing my druidness. Okay, the armor is... Armor of Loyalty. Oh, nice! Light armor will be probably perfect.
Yes.
Magical light armor will be perfect for Nishka. There we go. I would go and sell some junk at the vendor up above, but you know what? This can wait until we reach Neverwinter. Yes, it's time to continue on to Neverwinter. My stomach already started churning. How long is the trip? Oh, do be quiet, Kelgar. Enjoy the waves while you can. I say, it'll be nice to travel without being hunted for once. There we go.
The shard you have found, show it to me.
Yes, Sierra?
Yes, Ziri?
Sierra? Is that what you sought?
No, it is much more. Forget the betrayer, forget our vengeance. These shards, they must all be found. Whatever forces you need, we shall grant you, but these shards must be ours.
Of course, Sierra. It shall be done.
Looks like we've got some serious competition when it comes to those shards. Is this a third group that is looking for them, or just the same as the previous one? I'm not entirely sure. Okay. That's a little spooky.
Dalrin. Lord Dalrin now, I hear.
Who's there?
Come now. You remember? Has it really been so long?
You... But you died at the battle at West Harbor.
Delayed, perhaps.
Wait.
My imprisonment was most distressing. But dead? Now how could I die with so much left unfinished?
Is that the battle mage?
And there is so much more left to do.
From the intro cinematic of the game that was fighting the King of Shadows? Oh. Most peculiar. Ah, Neverwinter. I haven't seen that city.
So this is Neverwinter? Suppose it's passable for a city built by humans. Can't say I care for it though. You want a proper city, you build down, not up.
This place feels unnatural. The wood and stone, it's as if they've been silenced.
I wish you'd both be silent. The entire trip was just one long whine from the two of you.
Oh, me stomach feels funny. This boat rocks like a baby's cradle.
This water is so unnatural and deep, not like the swamp of dead people I grew up in.
Not that I've got great memories of this place, but it's home. So, where are we going first?
I gotta say I like Nishka's character. She's perky. Okay, so we're gonna start with my uncle's inn. That should be close by.
Not sure I can stomach any food yet. A stiff drink and a good tavern brawl, on the other hand. I say lead the way. Besides, I'd welcome a stable bed after being trapped on that filthy excuse for a boat.
Alrighty then. So, let's see our map. The Sunken Flagon. Yep, that's the inn. What else is there? Armor smith, weaponsmith. City Watch. That's also another place that we'll have to visit. District exit to some other district, it seems. Oh, to the back alley. Possibly to make some shady business. Oh, is that a sunrise? Seems like the moon is still in the sky, so maybe the game just didn't portray it well enough. And it's actually supposed to be moonlight, kinda seems like a, you know, first morning sunlight, but whatevs. Okay, so that's the Sunken Flagon, there we go. This is where Daddy told us to go. The foster father. Oh, nice view. So let me maybe readjust the camera a little bit, because this sucks. Okay. Duncan! Yes, that's exactly the person that I was looking for. Oh, I see that they are already feeling like home. That's good.
Well now, what can I do for you? Bit of venom for the belly, perhaps? Or maybe a tankard or two to shave the edge off your day.
Okay, who's the owner of this inn?
You mean old Duncan? Oh, well now, if you're looking to collect on some debt, I'll tell you that he's a drunk, and he hasn't got 2 coppers to his name.
Liar. Okay. Let's just tell him straight away. Dagon sent me.
Dagon, eh? So the time's come, has it? Trouble's chasing on your heels, and you barely know why. Suppose Dagon told you less than half of what you need to know, then sent you packing. Don't take it hard. Done it to me twice in my life. All for good reason. I can probably guess why you're here, but why don't you go ahead and tell me anyway?
Alright. Dagon has told me to seek you out, that you might know something of the Silver Shards recovered from the Battle of West Harbor, and what he told me here was a little vague. Do you know what this shard is? Okay, let's start with the first one.
Oh, did he? Nothing more than I did years ago. Plain silver near as we could tell. You and those shards were all that were left of that West Harbor battle.
Duncan, I thought you said that shard was magic, didn't you?
Trace of an enchantment on it is what that eel sand said, but nothing of importance. Probably residue from demon's fire, or maybe wizard magic.
Demon's fire? Sounds important to me.
And that, Sal, is why you are cleaning tables and I own this place. Those shards were magic, yes, a trace. But again, it was sand, and he's a fool. Anyway, barely worth mentioning. More sentimental value than anything else. That really why you came all this way? To hear about your mother?
My mother? What does she have to do with this? Yeah, exactly. What does she have to do with this?
Yeah, your mother, Esmeril.
Oh.
Since you were asking about the shards. What, Dagon's still keeping that inside? It's a wonder he doesn't crack down the middle. Ah, but you know, I have no call to say that. I think that's why he buried that first shard. And gave the other one to me.
So, at least we've got the name of my mother, but nothing else, it seems. Okay, oh, there we go. How are the shards and my mother
I
related?
think you might have been better off being raised by wolves if Dagon didn't share that. There's a lot I'm sure he never told you. But listen, it's his place to tell you, not mine.
Ah.
He'll tell you when he's ready, I think. But it's best you hear it from him. Let's stick to the shards for now.
I knew it. I knew that they wouldn't tell me. Okay, who's Sand?
A hedge wizard. Somehow set up shop on the docks. But it's telling enough he can only run a business down here in the crack of Neverwinter. Got a dry wit, and he'll always rub you the wrong way. So his name's well chosen. Still, I suppose I trust him enough. And having a wizard close by certainly tends to keep fools from causing too much trouble. Well, me and Dagon took the shard to him back when he lived in the merchant quarter, before his run of bad luck. But he couldn't get much from it. Just faint traces.
Alrighty then. Well, it's got power now. Maybe he can get another read from it?
Here. I've always kept it close for some reason. Didn't want to leave it out of my sight. Seemed unremarkable. But I find that sometimes time will tell. Had Sand examine it a long time ago, but he turned up nothing.
Maybe with the two of them he might get a better reading from it.
Well, it's worth a shot. But don't pay him any coin in advance, that's all I'll say. In fact, that viper would be best off...
Ah, it seems I've arrived just in time to deflect the usual barrage of slander from the local innkeeper.
Hello, Sand.
Yes, it is good to see you're still sober enough to recognize me, Duncan. Past the stale beer, vinegar, faint sweat, failed aspirations,
and urine.
Unwashed tunic. I thought perhaps you had already had one tankard too many for the day, but... Why, your guest here has the smell of a harbinger about them. Faint, but there. I thought Duncan was keeping company too good for him. Now I see I was right. Duncan, you could learn a few things from your guest.
Still passing off those 2 copper fairweather charms to the locals, Sand?
You have no appreciation for my talents, and after all I've done for you. To think you could survive a fortnight without my ale purgative. Why, you would be buried in the tombs with the rest of the Neverwinter traitors. A betrayer of barkeepers everywhere. But enough about you and your adventurous exploits on the tavern floor. I heard my name mentioned, and oddly enough, almost in a tone that suggested I could help.
This here's kin.
I'm not really seeing the family resemblance.
And we need your help concerning the shard. Both of them.
Shard? That chunk of silver you showed me so long ago? I do hope you're not going to try to pawn it to me again. I am no longer interested.
Oh, so this is how he was keeping it close. Son of a gun. Wanted to sell it, bastard.
Besides, as I recall, you said the piece of junk had sentimental value, which upon viewing your establishment is perfectly understandable. Besides, didn't your uncle or cousin or brother or whatever make off with the other shard? I thought you only had one now.
It found its way back, so to speak. We need you to look at both of them again. Properly this time.
Oh, very well. Give them here and let me see what my keen arcane senses can determine.
Okay, turn them on. Whoa, okay.
Well, it seems to have some resentment to being scryed. That is quite different than last time. Are you sure these are the same shards? The power in them? Why, it's definitely stronger than last time. Much stronger.
Oh, so now they're magical. I'm not paying you for 2 failed divinations, you charlatan.
It's not a matter of divination, you one-tankard drunk. There is something about these shards. Without knowing their history, even my considerable talents cannot unlock their mysteries.
Okay, it seems like they really like each other. Okay, what we're gonna do about those guys and the shards? Okay, look, stop arguing. We need to focus on the problem at hand.
You're right. Sorry I pointed out the fact you were a charlatan, Sand.
And I didn't mean to bring up your excessive drinking, Duncan, and your long list of failed aspirations. It was uncalled for, especially when the mystery of these shards is before us. Taking them to any other wizard in town would be useless until we learn more about their past. You need a sage, and you need them examined quickly, so...
Okay. How could you not sense the magic in those shards? I can tell by just holding them.
Because he's incompetent?
Duncan, the more I speak to your kin here, it's evident where the sense in the family went. Since you seem to have been given all the brains of the family, I'll be honest with you, I don't know. But I do know the shards did not have the same strength the first time I examined them. There could be something about you that causes them to resonate, but I have no idea why that would be.
Well, of course, I'm the hero of this game. There must be something special about me. Clearly. Okay. Then it doesn't sound like there's much we can do now. So, who would know the shard's history?
You could try and speak to Aldenon, but I don't think you'd have much luck reaching him. The Black Lake District is closed down.
Oh, great.
Aldenon lives in the Black Lake District, you see, and now he's trapped there. The Watch has it locked tight. No one going in or out, no messages in or out, even for the nobles that used to live there. Quite cryptic, really.
I heard about that. Lord Dalrin was killed, wasn't he? I've heard rumors, but no official word of what happened.
Oh, wait. Yeah, Lord Dalrin, the guy that we just saw in that cinematic before, killed by the mage.
As have I. Not only are the Watch not talking about it, but they even called in the Cloak Tower mages to investigate, which means sorcery or demons were at work.
Demons? Closest I've ever come to demons is Dagon's tales about the battles down south near West Harbor, when there was that trouble with the King of Shadows.
Yeah, there we go. King of Shadows.
Some sorcerer, I believe, had a number of demons and shadows at his beck and call. Not many tales left about that period of Neverwinter history, oddly enough.
But you say this Aldenon might know more, Sand?
Well, if you're not a member of the Watch, or know a secret route into Black Lake, then you're out of luck. So it seems like you have no choice but to let me examine the shards at my leisure. I'll need to hold on to them, of course.
Wait, Watch or secret route? Not bad ideas. Either way the coin lands. Hell, there's Marshal Cormac. He's currently at the City Watch Post, and I know he's in bad need of an extra sword arm down at the docks.
Yeah, Cormac. Good old Cormac that we have saved, yes?
Yes, I heard he got back to Neverwinter recently. Surprised he even made it with the troubles I've heard around Fort Locke.
Trust me, you don't know the half of it.
Cormac's a harborman too. And folks of the harbor are as close to kin as you can get out of the mare. He might be able to take you into the Watch. And from there, speaking to Aldenon shouldn't be too hard.
And if I don't want to join the Watch, because honestly... what's next? I'm gonna stand on the wall to the north. Okay.
Then you need to find another route into the Black Lake District. And that means dealing with other folks that try to control the docks. Moya and her gang.
Oh, there's an idea, Duncan. They probably were behind the Watch closing the Black Lake District in the first place.
Okay, not my first choice, but if I had to speak to her, how would I?
Well, she's got thugs all over the docks. But finding one who can get you to her?
There's Caleb. He used to try to get me to pay him gold for protection before I told him about the wards I'd inscribed on the building that caged the Guardian Elementals. Long story, but quick resolution.
Caleb, maybe. But I don't trust that harbor rat to give you a fair deal. And the price will be steep, in bodies or coin. He doesn't like being the only one with blood on his hands.
Doesn't sound like someone we should put our faith in.
Obviously, you've never dealt with the Watch in Neverwinter, Kelgar. Dealing with Caleb is probably our best chance.
Still, the chances are simply talking to Caleb will make you want to kill him, so it seems a clear win to me. If you do speak to him, though, be sure to do it downwind.
Not much in terms of great choices, either joining the Watch or descending into the bloody underground, dealing with the criminal element. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do just yet, although Duncan was kinda waiting for me anyway, the guy from the Watch, and was offering some pay and rewards, so we are gonna visit that guy. maybe the watch won't be so bad. It won't be for long anyway, we all know that. We're not gonna stay in this city for too long. So, joining the watch, upholding the law, or descending into crime?
That's pretty much how it stands. You can find Cormac in the watch post near the Dolphin Bridge that leads to the Merchant Quarter. He needs help, so it shouldn't be much of a tough sell to join up.
Caleb should be lounging around the corner east along the main road. Just follow the smell. If you want to join with him, he'll probably ask you to hurt or kill someone, so be warned.
I'll mark both on your map. Help you get your bearings.
Well, you can certainly find your way into trouble from here. Me, I will head back to my lonely merchant existence. Should you need my expertise, simply ask. But just in case, bring a great deal of gold as well.
Well, there you have it. Talk to Caleb or Cormac. Cormac is at the watch post near the Dolphin Bridge. Caleb should be lounging down the street east along the main road. But while you're here, feel free to make yourself at home. Also, any friend of yours is a friend of mine. Your companions are welcome to stay here as well. Even if you're off on some other journey like the one that sent you here. They're all welcome to make themselves at home whenever they're not traveling with you. That way you'll know where to find them if you need their help later. Sound good?
Oh, that actually sounds good, very good from a mechanical standpoint. So if I dismiss any of my buddies, they will come back here so I can go and pick them up later if I change my mind. That's good. Okay, did anyone ever come hunting for the shard?
No, not that I know of. I mean, I've kept it in the back for years. Barely even thought about it till now. It is odd that they seem to be after yours. Maybe there's something different about the one you have compared to mine. But then again, my shard didn't have any traces of magic until yours showed up.
Yep, they must be working in conjunction, because they are part of the same thing. So possibly the more pieces you've got, the more powerful it gets. Okay, can you tell me anything about what happened in Black Lake?
Well, there's been some tales floating around that a nobleman, Lord Gentry, was murdered there. But the watch isn't saying much. Either because they don't want to spread tales or they don't know much. There may have even been more troubles, but I haven't heard. Either way, Black Lake's locked up tight. You won't be able to get in unless you're a trusted member of the watch. Or a really good thief that runs with the right circles.
Nah, I'm not gonna be running with any thief circles, so... yeah, it probably will be the watch, I guess. Sen said something about demons or sorcery being involved in the murders.
Well, I don't know about that, but if the Cloak Tower mages of Neverwinter are involved, there may have been magic or demons involved in Gentry's death. But don't trust everything Sand says. He only knows about half of the story at any given time.
What about the King of Shadows you mentioned?
Oh, that? That was only the first thing that came into my head when Sand mentioned demons. The King of Shadows was some sorcerer, I believe. Had a number of demons and shadows at his beck and call. Not many tales left about that period of Neverwinter history, oddly enough. Haven't been demons anywhere near Neverwinter since the Troubles years ago, during the battles down south near West Harbor. That's why there's so many graveyards and battlefields along the southern road, and buried in the mare.
Alright then. Do you think the King of Shadows could return?
What, to kill Lord Gentry? Unlikely. I'm sure he'd have bigger plans than that, if he even existed in the first place. Don't trouble yourself over it. The matter in Black Lake is likely to sort itself out in time, and hopefully, they'll open the district again.
Alrighty then. What do you know about Sand?
That little sharp-eared viper's got a wit to match, but he has his uses. And he's one of the only peddlers of charms and potions here in the docks, so he gets by.
Still don't understand why he couldn't afford that place in the Merchant Quarter. His potions are cheap, and they work.
If you need to use his alchemy workbench, or you're shopping for some minor magics, then he's a good one to see.
Okay, other questions?
What did you want to know?
Okay, can you tell me anything about what happened in Black Lake? Sun. A lot of trophies on the walls here.
Yep, a lot of stories hanging on these walls. Shed a lot of my own blood, and others in the past. Now it all goes into the flagon.
Were you an adventurer?
Well, if you can call it that. Me and some old friends, now gone, made quite a company along the coast. There were 5 of us to start, but by the end there was just me. I could, but they wouldn't go anywhere. And there wouldn't be any tension in them, since you know I survived anyway. Now Dagon, he may have some tales for you. About your mother, too.
Yeah, that's the mysterious part about all this.
Only as much as Dagon allows. He keeps his past close, despite how it keeps everyone else from him. I knew your mother, though. I know you lost her early. Terrible tragedy. During that attack on the village. But that's really Dagon's place to say, not mine.
Yeah, pulling his tongue will yield no effect, it seems. Okay, other
what did
questions,
you want to know?
Maybe, possibly... Nah, that's okay. Duncan is allowing you to stay in the Flagon during your stay in the Neverwinter city. There are 3 crafting stations available for use in the room in the back. Okay, I'm not crafting anything, so no worries. Also, when they are not traveling, your companions will await you here in the Sunken Flagon. That is very handy, actually, because we don't know how many more possible companions we'll meet on our way. Some of them might not be worth keeping, so sending them here will be good. Okay, let's just have a little look-see around. Maybe there's something, some little bit of loot here and there that I can maybe procure from my good uncle here. Empty. Nope, seems like the rooms are mostly empty. They don't have any containers or anything. Beds and more beds. Yeah, there are chests, but these are... Oh, wait a minute. There we go. There's something. Oh, these are just the workbenches that the tutorial was... the tutorial pop-up was informing me about. So I'm guessing I'm not gonna get any richer by just simply scouring around here. Alrighty then. Let's get back to the main floor, and I think this will mark the end of the episode. I was hoping that maybe there will be more action before we go, but I guess as a reminder and warming up episode after such a long break in this Let's Play, this is actually kinda okay. And I am sure there will be lots of action in the near future, so I'm gonna be looking forward to that, and I hope you do too. And in the meantime, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time. PixelPolish out!